Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, Socorro, New Mexico, Warrior Gymnasium for a district game. Socorro Warriors versus the Cobre Indians. Big district game tonight. We got Kenny G here with the Big P Bear.
All right, Kenny, thank you for that. Yeah, we got an exciting game today. District game number 2, I believe, 3. Here, host Indians, and it's going to be a battle tonight, Kenny, and see how these two teams are going to face off with each other tonight. We know that that Cobre had a big upset against Hot Springs last week, and #1 team in the state. So let's see what the Warriors can do against this fired up Cobre team.
Oh no, and that's for sure. I mean, Cobre Indians coming in here first place in district right now, sitting at 2-0. Socorro at 1-1 with their loss on Tuesday night to Hot Springs. We lose 51-33, Paul, and Cobre beat Hatch 69-56. So it's going to be up to the Warriors tonight to come up and play a little bit better basketball than they did down there in Hot Springs. Hot Springs lost by 2 points to Cobre last week, and that gave Cobre the #1 district spot right now. Hot Springs was the #1 seed in the state, and they dropped down to #3. Cobre jumped from number 13 and actually sitting at #7 spot. Socorro dropped from the number 12 down to the 15 spot. So, Socorro, this is an important game for Socorro tonight. If they can get a win here, we end up with pretty much a 3-way tie for first place, and then it's all going to come into that second half of district play. Who's going to be the district champs?
Yeah, that's for sure, Kenny. It's going to be a tight district run. These are a good chance, man. They most of the time, and just got to stay straight, man, and take it good,
Right, and when you start talking about, Paul, we start talking about a 3-way tie, and it's really important to win the district because you get that bye all the way to the championship in the district tournament, and you also host it, and it's always easier to win at home than it is on the road, especially when you're playing a Cobre or Hot Springs High School, because you know what? All 3 teams play tough in their own house, and it's going to be Socorro tonight that's going to have to bring it right here in his house and show Cobre. We just saw a very exciting JV.
Coming up for the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out. We're going to be out here on NFHSnetwork.com. We're streaming live there. We're going to be streaming live tonight on Facebook. If we do get some issues, we're going to just stay Facebook Live and try and keep it going here for our listeners, and we had a great following this year, and we just want to keep that up, and as we start transitioning into this NFHS network, which, that's going to allow us to do playoff games and allow us to do a lot more, and so... And it's going to allow us to do a lot more with this, especially doing all of the sports.
Can't you sit? Can't you sit?
Yeah, Kenny, so we want to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsors for doing that. That way we can bring you this coverage for Warrior Sports. So we'd like to thank, a few of our sponsors here. There, Kenny, Sweet Occasions, APO Express, La Pasadita, Dat Barbershop, Charles Western Wear, Mija Carito, and the Swag Hag. Some few of our sponsors. We're always taking sponsors, Kenny. So if anybody out there that really wants to sponsor us, and give us a call, and we can go on and bring you guys more Warrior coverage.
Yeah, and that's what we're after. Just here trying to keep this going here, and our sponsors, doing a great job. We want to keep that going with them, and not just hey, I'm not into basketball, I'm not into baseball, you cancel your subscription, wait for the next season.
That's correct there, Kitty, and we just want to thank all our sponsors. And
again, and money from that fee there also comes back to Warrior Athletics, so we give a portion of that back, so you definitely want to see that. The NFHS network, I should say, gives a portion of it back, so we definitely want to see that happen for our Warriors here, because we're constantly fundraising, trying to get more and more. We're getting introductions here tonight. Right now introducing the Cobre Indians. Through here, number 1, Payson Hicks, and Payson Hicks signed this week. Paul signed with Western New Mexico University to go play quarterback there in Silver City, New Mexico. Way to go, Payson.
Payson, and that's a very good accomplishment there for Payson Hicks. He, I went to college there, very good school there. He's going to get a very good education, and he's gonna exceed well over there at Western. So congratulations to Payson Hicks.
Number 2, Adadrian Jackson. Number 3, Trenton McDaniel. Number 4, Chris Gutierrez. Number 10, Esteban Francia. 12, Jaden Fowler. Number 14, Warren Chiwiwi. Number 22, Jordan Armijo. Number 23, Marcus Armijo. Number 24, Michael McDaniel. Xavier Rosas. Number 32, Jovan Martinez. And number 40, Isaiah Otero. Head coach, Jared Marquez.
All right, Kenny, it's pretty exciting to getting these guys getting called out now by the public address announcer, student Sienna Morales.
But he's there on the bench supporting his team. Always good to see. And our Warriors look really pumped up. We're getting ready to break away right now for the national anthem. So if we can do that, here we go. Go Warriors! So here we go, getting ready to put up back here, start that first period, Paul.
Yes, sir, and we were just talking about Z.
Davila, they're just probably about 6'4" there, Paul.
On the Cobre team. And,
he's the tallest on the floor, so. And here he goes. And Jackson does a great job, out jumps him and be able to get it over to Hicks. Back to Jackson. Jackson's going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to get it to top of the key, going to drive to the left. Cuts back, and then he drives again, goes up and backs underneath to Martinez. Martinez is able to pick it up, go up, and doesn't get the roll. Payson Hicks gets his own rebound, goes back up again, a little hard off the glass. No good. Rebound by the Indians. That would be to Anaya. Looking over across the middle, then get Davila. Back to Anaya. Anaya's 3 and then kicks it all the way back to Dominguez. And just going back and forth, that's going to be Garcia looking for 3, no good, but Fuck gets his own rebound, goes back up for 2, no good. Davila with it, try to tip it in, no good, and Jackson able to steal it away. Jackson going to quickly bring it down for the Warriors, then slow it back up. Looks off to the left, he's got McDaniel, then to Martinez, and back to Jackson. Jackson looking at the top of the key, going to drive up the middle, go up, and he's going to be fouled. He'll be to shoot 2. 6:28.
And he just drained that 3 there, Kenny. Nothing but net.
I know, and I mean, that was money from there. So Hicks may man tonight. Here goes Jackson with the first shot. And Jackson gets it. Good little shooter's roll, goes right in. 4-0 in favor of Socorro. Foul of the evening. And Jackson knocks down the second shot there, now 5-0. Quickly, Cobre Indians bring it in. That'll be Dominguez at point guard. Goes across to Davila, to Anaya, back to Dominguez. Dominguez going to go up for a shot, and he nails one from about 4 feet. Oh, they're going to get a push underneath. That'll be on the floor. 5:36 left in the first period. And that's going to be the second foul there on Dominguez. So Dominguez picking up 2 fouls quickly and having the coach going to pull him onto the bench. That'll be Enrique Quinteros going in. Missed shot there. Jackson with the rebound. Resets to Martinez. Martinez going for 3. No good. Francia with a good hard chase. Ends up in the hands of Jackson. Jackson going to be snuck up behind, and it's going to go out of bounds. Almost stolen away by the Cobras, but they do knock it out of bounds. That'll retain Warrior ball underneath the Warrior basket. Francia bringing it in for the Warriors. Finds Martinez in the corner. Martinez fakes the 3, gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel takes the dribble, gets it back to Jackson. Reset Warrior offense. Then to McDaniel. Back to Francia. The Warriors just switching it back and forth at the top of the key, trying to spread out that Cobre defense. And Francia loses the handle, picked up by the Indians. That's going to be number 11, Anaya. Anaya's going to lose a handle, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover to Socorro. So a couple of quick turnovers there, Paul.
Yeah, a little bit of pushing and shoving there at the corner, but they went in favor for Socorro, so they got the ball back now.
Socorro up 5-2, 4:45 left in the first period. Francia, the point guard, gets it to Hicks, then to McDaniel, back to Francia. Hicks trying to go underneath to Hicks, but is forced in, and Hicks is going to get called for a reaching foul there. So all 3 fouls tonight called on number 1, number 1 of the Indians, and now number 1 of the Warriors.
Yeah, coincidence there, Kenny.
McDaniel. Quinteros trying to set up an offense there. Gets it over to Garcia. Then to Davila. Davila's going to go up the middle with a 8-foot jump shot. No good. Francia. So Francia showing us a little vertical there, Paul.
Yeah, Francia, he's got can't find him on the roster.
And here he goes up, and that's Jackson goes in for 2 on the left side. 7-2 in favor of Socorro. 4 minutes left in the first period. Quickly, Anaya trying to get dribbled by. We'll get a little bit of a trip there. Francia just going to be short of the 3-point line. No good. Rebound by McDaniel. Francia now going over back to the top of dribbled between the legs and then kicks it over to McDaniel on the right. McDaniel trying to make a move. Hicks goes with a pick and roll. Hicks loses the handle, picked up by the Indians. That'll be Jimenez. Jimenez quickly bringing it down. Jimenez goes all the way to Quinteros. Quinteros trying to drive the baseline. Passes off to Davila. Davila's going to come around with a hook and miss, but rebound by the Indians. That'll be Jimenez. Then he goes with a shot, no good. Rebound there by Javon Martinez. Good box out there by Martinez, and they find Hicks wide open for the easy layup. Good pass there. What an assist there by Martinez.
Good play there, Kenny. Good fast pace, and he just got right underneath the basket and was able to put it in for the easy layup.
9-2 now in favor of Socorro. 2:45 left in the first period. Jimenez with the ball. Jimenez looking for a three, then gets it over to Quinteros, and Quinteros with a little hot hand there, so good for a three. Now 9-5, 2:33 left in the first period. Here goes McDaniel. McDaniel with a wide open three, and he busts his three. Tit for tat on that one, Paul.
Yeah, right on the money there, Kenny, and just had a good open shot, took it.
Now 12-5, Cobre with the ball. Get it over to the big man, Dobb underneath. Goes to number 4, but rebound by Martinez. Martinez playing like a big man tonight. Going down with that left-handed dribble, looking and tries to go in for the shot, but followed up by McDaniel, and McDaniel misses the shot. And McDaniel, I think, just a little bit upset on that missed shot there and comes back and makes a little reaching foul there.
Yeah, he would like to get that one back, Kenny, and try to redo that one, maybe bounce it off the glass and put it in, but unfortunately it just didn't go his way.
So now Jordan Armijo coming in for the Warriors for Francia.
Yeah, I was trying to get Francia's class in there, and I couldn't find it real quick on the roster there, Kenny.
And that's Garcia. He gets it over to Anaya. Anaya with some quick dribbling handles there. He's going to dribble, try to go back to the baseline and do a little screen setup, but not sure what we got called there, but we got a little call there.
Just back off our jersey there, Kenny.
Maybe knocked out of bounds there, so it turned over to Cobre, back to Cobre. 1:40 left in the first period. They go underneath to Davila, but it's quick hands by Jackson, able to steal it. Jackson throws it out of bounds, but picked up by the Indians. And there goes Anaya with another three-point shot, no good. Rebound there by McDaniel, and McDaniel loses the handle, and now we're kind of a little bit back and forth, and Jordan Armijo is going to pick up the bump foul there. A little push there, so I think it was just a little incidental, but hey, official right on top of that one.
Yes, sir.
12-5. Three team fouls now for Socorro, 2 for the Indians. That'll be Quinteros. And we got a little give and go to Anaya. Anaya tries to dish and is stolen away, but then it goes off the leg of an Indian, so the Indians retain possession. Garcia with the ball. He's trying to dribble, stolen by Jackson. Jackson trying to pick up the handles, and we're going to get number 4 there, Javier Garcia, who's going to get charged with a foul. As he tried to, I think he was just a little frustrated the same way. And he lost the ball and tried to come sneak up on Jackson, but got the foul in the process. Throwing into Jackson, just barely gets to him. Good vertical there by Jackson to be able to save that pass and not stolen away by the Indians. Jackson takes it to the top of the key, looking to the right side, tries to drive, nothing there, comes back, gets it over to McDaniel. McDaniel's going to bring it back across to center court. Then a telegraph pass is stolen, and great defense by McDaniel as he bats it, but I think he's going to get called with a foul.
Yeah, I think you're going to catch him with a foul there.
They're going to catch him with a big hack there, so 33 seconds left in the first period, 12-5 in favor of the Warriors, and that's going to put number 3, Quinteros, at the line. Go ahead there, Paul.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I heard mostly ball there. I didn't hear no skin slap, so, I mean, but refs are on top of it.
That's it. And a good shot there now, 12-6. As Wilson and Garcia, number 23, come in, and Davila goes to the bench, so time for the Warriors here to explode without their big man. And there's a quick rebound there by Chris Gutierrez. Chris Gutierrez brings it down to center court, then gets it over to Jackson, back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looks to the left, goes between the legs, looking for something. Goes to Jackson. Jackson trying to spread out that offense, and here he goes. Jackson going to go up with a shot. Boom! Nails a 2 with a fadeaway there.
Good shot, Kenny.
14-6. Indians quickly bring it across midcourt. Trying to find something there as they try to set up a pick. Nothing there, and we're going to get a long three-point shot here. No good. Rebound by Martinez. Martinez doing an excellent job on the boards tonight, Paul.
Yeah, that's good. He's good. Some good rebounds down under the paint there and underneath the basket. And the Warriors are just fired up right now, man. It looks like they got everything going for them right now in this first quarter, and they see a momentum will take them good here into the second quarter there, Kenny.
No, and that's for sure. Here you go. You know, the Warriors up right now 14-6. Second period, and we'll see. Let Paul get us in for our sponsors here.
Okay, we'd like to thank Sweet Occasions, APO Express, La Pasarita Restaurant, That Barbershop, Cheryl's Western Wear, Mi Jacalito, and the Swag Hag. Remember, just everybody try to come out and shop locally and support our businesses that are bringing us this coverage for you guys here tonight. So come out and see our local people.
No, and that's for sure, Paul. You know, and here we go, man. There's the buzzer to get ready to start this second period. So we'll have 8 minutes left in the half. Warriors with a 14-6 lead. We can keep these Warriors going here. Warriors playing with a lot of hustle tonight, and looks like Coach Marquez has really gotten them into shape to be able to run with Cobre tonight. And here we go. Cobre starts with the ball. Tries for a move, loses the handle, and I think it's going to go out of bounds. That should be a Warrior ball there. Oh, we get the call that it goes to the Indians.
3 officials tonight there, Kenny, so they're on top of it tonight as well.
That's for sure. So that'll be Quinteros gets it over to Wilson. Wilson gets it down to Garcia. The Indians just kind of going back and forth at the top of the key, trying to find something, and Jordan Armijo almost causes a steal there. The Indians able to recover. That's going to be Javier Garcia going to go with a drive and up with a shot. Good for 2. Now 14-8, 7:23 left in the half. Here goes Chris Gutierrez bringing it down on the left side. Looking for an open play, gets it to Hicks and left. Hicks looking for the drive, goes to Martinez. Martinez looks at a 3, just a little long off the glass. Rebound by the Indians. That's Wilson who gets the rebound for the Indians. He quickly kissed it over to Garcia, and then we get a 3-point play by the other Garcia, but rebound way up high is Jackson. Jackson goes down court to Hicks. Hicks looking at a wide open 3, misses, follows his shot, able to get his own rebound. Goes back out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes for a 3 and shoots an air ball, but Jackson able to try and get the save, and it's going to go out of bounds as Javon Martinez tries to get a handle on it. Gets knocked out of bounds, and we're going to see Xavier Rosas come in for the first time tonight. That's
for sure there, Kenny, and that was a good hustle play by Jackson to get save that ball, but unfortunately went off one of our guys, just couldn't handle it.
Again, 14-8, 6:41 left in the half. Warriors lead. Davila back into the ball game for the Indians. That's going to be Jariah Garcia, the point guard. And we're going to get a foul, and I think that's going to go against Jordan Armijo there. He's going to get called with a block.
I think that was Marcus Armijo, Kenny.
That's Jordan.
Jordan, 22, okay. I'm going to need some new glasses like I was telling you last week, Kenny. I need to go for that eye exam.
And here we go, the Indians with the ball. And Garcia with a long 3. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson way up there with that vertical. Finds Gutierrez on the fast break. Blocked there by Garcia off the backboard. So great block there. Watching some exciting basketball here tonight, folks, as they go over the head of Garcia and out of bounds. So turnover to Socorro. 6:13 left in the half. Warriors leading 14-8. Looks like Jackson going to slow it down for the Warriors a little bit here. Gets it over to Rosas. Rosas looks, goes back to Armijo, then back to Jackson. Tries to go underneath his Rosas. He able to Rosa's able to keep it from going out of bounds. Finds he's going to be fouled as he's going up for 2. Good thing, Hicks really didn't have a handle on that, but he was able to throw his hands like he was going for the shot there, Paul, and they got him on the foul there. So
that's right, made contact, and that's all we need. Now we just got to get the 2 now.
So 5:54 left in the half, 14-8 in favor of Socorro. Hicks at the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. Here's the first, and just right into the basket there. Now 15-8 for Socorro. One more shot for Hicks. He's going to take that 2 dribbles there. And Hicks and Money 2 for 2 from the line there. 16-8 in favor of Socorro. 8-point lead for the Warriors. That's Garcia at the point guard, and Jackson going to get called with a little shove there, and the official right on top of that, Paul, and that happened right in front of me, and that was definitely a little shove there. So perfect little foul there. I know Coach Marquez arguing that one, but I've got to give that one to the official. I mean, that was pretty blatant. You even saw the guy change directions.
That's for sure, Kenny. I know I need glasses again, but I saw that clearly too.
Here goes Anaya with the ball for the Indians, being guarded by Armijo. Gets over to Davila. Davila quickly kicks it over to Quinteros. Quinteros is going to go driving, and we're going to get a jump ball call, and that's a possession arrow in favor of Socorro. Great defense there by Jordan Armijo.
He held him just long enough to get that jump ball called there, Kenny. Luckily, it wasn't a foul.
Yes, sir. Chris Gutierrez quickly brings it across the timeline, then slows it back down. Gutierrez going to cut back to his left, then gets to Armijo. Armijo looking for the drive. He goes towards the right, nothing there. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson trying to spread out the Warrior offense there, trying to move some players around. Jackson goes up with the jumper, and I think it's going to be tipped there, and that's going to go right in the hands of the Indians. Indians quickly bringing it down. And that's into number 3, Quinteros. Quinteros kicks it back out. That's Anaya from a long 3. No good. Far rebound there. And we're going to get a backcourt there. And I know they're trying to call for a rebound here, but you know what? You can't get your own shot in the backcourt like that.
That's true, Kenny. I was wondering about that call myself, but I just remember now.
The officials are coming together here. I know it went off the rim, but I don't know, if you can go untouched and get your own rebound.
Well, let's see as we wait for the call.
So we'll wait for the officials here. I'm not too sure here. So, I mean, when it comes to basketball, I'm not completely sure of all the rules.
Okay, so they did give it to Socorro, Kenny.
Right. And, we're going to have to get the ref in on that one of these days and find out if that was a good call or a bad call.
Yep.
But, play goes on. Whatever they say on the court goes. And, yes, sir, there was definitely a travel there. And the official right on top of that one. Jackson didn't think he did it, but, even Coach Marquez looked at him and nodded his head.
Just couldn't catch that grip, Kenny, and slid that pivot foot a little bit over about 2 inches and got the travel call.
Right. And here we go, the Indians trying to go back underneath there. Garcia going to go. He makes a good spin move, misses a shot, almost gets his own rebound. Rosas able to take it out of his hands, going to go out of bounds. 4:26 left in the half. Warriors lead by 8, 16-8. Anaya bringing it in for the Indians. He goes underneath to Garcia. Garcia's trying to make a post move, goes to Davila at the free throw line. Davila has find nothing there, goes to Garcia. Garcia brings it out to Davila, going to go with a move, goes with a shot, no good. Rebound by Francia. Francia comes from the top of the key, gets a good vertical and gets that off the rim. Jackson with the ball. Jackson going for the drive and the fall, and no foul call. He tripped going through there. Missed shot, 3:55 left in the half. And another long 3 by Anaya. This time he nails one. If you shoot enough of them, I guess. Now 16-11, 3:39 left in the half. Warriors lead by 5. Francia now with the ball for the Warriors. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to go for a drive, go all the way underneath, and he's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. Official right on top of that one. Turnover to the Indians. 3:29 left in the half, 16-11 in favor of Socorro. Here goes Dominguez now back into the ball game, bringing it. Dominguez again, I think, with 2 fouls tonight. So Dominguez going to drive up the middle, then dishes it off. And good defense by the Warriors, being able to shut that down as it looked like there was going to be a big play. And Naya again with another long three and gets another one in. Now 16-14, and Coach Marquez calling the timeout.
He's taking those long shots for Kenny, and it's working out for him pretty good. So
they're starting to drop now. You know, I mean, earlier they weren't. They were going after the back of the rim. Shooting that far out, the defense is, you know, let them have it, you know, and stay back. You know, a coach is going to teach that because, you know, and watch for the big rebound. But now, hey, they start falling. Now it's time to get a hand in his face and prevent that long shot.
That's right, Kenny. I was just gonna mention that too. Is just if they're gonna shoot from that far out, you know, get under the basket and try to get that good rebound. But unfortunately, the last from that far out. So see if the right now it's just get out there and get a hand in their face, make it a little bit more difficult. You know, they're shooting from out in that far range, and they're uncontested. Eventually they will fall, you know, especially if that's where they practice. But hey, you know, you let them have it till it starts falling. Now let's get on them. Exactly.
And I'm sure that's what the timeout was about with Coach Marquez there. 3:03 left in the half. Warriors lead cut down to 6 as the Indians go on a 6-point run here. Jackson going to be slowing it down for Socorro, going to be bringing it down court, gets it across the timeline, goes to his right, then back to his left to Armijo. Armijo goes over back to Jackson. Jackson back and forth, gets it to Rosas at the top of the to Jackson. Jackson's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get his shot blocked, and Indians going to end up with the ball. That's going to be him. This time is just a little bit short with a hand in his face. It was Jackson. McDaniels. And McDaniel by Rosas. Rosas drops back with a 12-footer, and he goes off the rim. Almost battled their way by Hicks, but goes to Garcia. Garcia to a 9 on the corner. Then goes to number 1, Dominguez. Then underneath to Garcia. Garcia tries to drive around the right side. Rosas not letting him have that. Here goes Dominguez for a 3, and uncontested, and he makes it. And that's going to be the first lead for the Indians tonight, 17-16. 1:35 left in the half. Daniel's got to go for a drive. He's going to go in. He gets it to Rosas. Rosas takes a dribble and off the glass. Good for 2. Warriors back 18-17, 120. But here come the Indians quickly pushing it down. Dominguez goes for another uncontested 3 and nails it.
For some reason, maybe he's trying to favor that wrist.
Well, you know, and the thing is, the Warriors got to know we got to hustle back after a play. You can't celebrate a basket. The Indians are starting to run the ball. They're getting a little bit more confidence, and we've got to get back on defense. You know, there was only a couple of players that were back there, and, you know, we need all 5 moving. You know, that was an easy bucket. We knew it was going to be an easy bucket. There should have been, the only one down there should have been Rosas. The rest of the guys should have been down there.
That's correct.
Ready for that defense. You can't let them fast break on us here, not in your own house.
That's correct, Kenny.
Here we go, 1:16 left in the half. Warriors down by 2, 18-20. Jackson with the ball. Jackson's taking some time here. Gets it across the timeline. Dribbles over towards Rosas, hands off to Rosas. Rosas looks to drive in the lane, looks for Martinez, back to Rosas. Rosas looks at a three, doesn't go. Looks underneath for Hicks, and he finds Jackson, and Jackson able to make a good save, and that's going to go off the hands of Martinez, and that'll be a turnover to the Indians. Anaya with the ball, being guarded by Jackson. Davila trying to set up a screen. Hicks gets in his face. Good switch there, and a bad pass goes right by Davila as Dominguez tried to squeeze one in there, and that'll be a turnover to Socorro. 44 seconds left in the half. Warriors down by 2. Jackson bringing the ball down for Socorro. Gets it over to Hicks. Goes into Jackson on a give and go, and Jackson's going to be fouled there by Dominguez. That'll be his 3rd foul tonight. I think we'll be seeing a sub come in for him.
Yep, looks like it there, Kenny.
And he has a hot hand, so good to get him back on the bench. 33 seconds left in the half. Jackson. And Jackson, that makes it 19-20 now, a 1-point game. Francia coming in for Rosas. You know, that's going to be the key tonight, man, is keeping Dominguez in foul trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson looking for that second shot. And Jackson has the second one, evening up the score, 20-20, 32 seconds and counting. Garcia brings it down for the Indians. He's going to get it over to Jimenez. Stolen away by McDaniel. McDaniel quickly off to the races with a good move. Misses a shot, followed up by Martinez. Missed. Martinez again gets his own rebound, goes up to the right side, falls short. This time he's going to be blocked, but here comes Jackson with a shot, and that's going to go in, but he calls a charging foul on Jackson, and we're going to have an injury on the court, and I think we're going to have 2 players down here, and that's going to be a tough break for both the Warriors and the Indians, as both of them look like they're holding their head, so not a good sign for either team, and that's going to be a tough break, and I know all the coaches are out on the floor.
Yeah, they both simultaneously. I can't say that word. They both went down at the same time. There, Kenny. Looks like their heads might have hit the court at the same time. Either that or they head butted. So pretty physical right there in that last play.
That was for sure. And that's going to be the 7th foul. So I mean that should put them in the bonus there. But I don't know if they shoot. And I know the Indian there was number 0, Jimenez, and he's coming off the court still holding. Front, but got a good red spot there on the forehead.
Yeah. They're still working on Jackson down there, so let's see.
Well, you know,
hopefully he'll be okay.
The biggest worry there, Paul, is concussions. You know.
Like Jackson down on the court, still down, and coaches and AD down there attending to him. So hopefully we'll send thoughts and prayers down there and see if he's okay. All right, looks like they're trying to help him up now. So he sits up, still down on the court.
So talking here with a couple of Cobre Indian fans there, Paul, and you know, and they're all, everybody's kind of in the same boat, wishing that everybody's okay, and you know, the competition right now, you know, and usually you talk about it, you know, it's a big rivalry, and you know, everybody gets a player what, and that you know. They know that after the level competition's over, man, hey, it's high five and good luck, and district, we can support our district no matter. He's not foggy, and I know Coach C there's going to be keeping an eye on him, so hopefully we'll get to see him back because he's a integral part of the team right here. We're down to 11 seconds, tie ball game. And Jordan Armijo will be checking in for Duda Jackson.
And Jackson playing hard tonight, Katie, so it's going to be a big blow if we can't get him back tonight.
Man, he looks like he's starting to come back a little bit there, Paul, now on the sidelines there. Just sit halftime to get some rest. Garcia's going to drive to the right side, and he's going to get called for the walk. And that was great defense there by Jordan Armijo, as he was able to get a hand on the ball to keep him from getting that easy shot. And he comes back down with the ball and gets called for the walk. And they do get into Armijo. Armijo's going to get to Francia. Francia is going to throw up a prayer. No good. And so we're going to go time tied. And we'll go ahead and break away here. And I'm going to turn this over to Big Reese man here. And he'll give you some updates on what's going on around Socorro.
Valley Radio here in Socorro. Business has pulled out of their office there on the plaza. They're no longer occupying that office. Amongst the city councilors and things of actually doing away with the physical presence of the Socorro, really do want to meet someone, and we look at the fact, we've got that small town, hometown feel, and we want to keep that going here in Socorro. So really big news at the Socorro Chamber of Commerce at a time when so many businesses are struggling, that we don't have the Socorro Chamber of Commerce. I know everybody talks, Kirsten Keller's doing a great job with NEXGEW, but we really want to focus on trying to get the local businesses going here. So, oh boy, it's going to get loud. So here it looks like the dance troupe is, but that's one of the big things going on. But we are putting together an organization of local businesses to support local business in Socorro. We'll be hosting events and things like that. But I think I'm going to do my best and just be quiet because this is loud. Enjoy the dance, folks. All right, there we go. Now we got it. So anyhow, that's the big thing going on right now with the Socorro Chamber of Commerce. Talking about the restaurants, and they've all raised their prices a little bit. Again, it was mandated in January that there is a minimum wage increase in the area, and it's now $9 an hour, I believe, minimum wage. So you've seen a lot of the local restaurants up their prices a little bit, but hey, that's good for the employers. So get out there and support our local restaurants. We have a couple of great sponsors here. Improvements over the long haul, but we're doing the best we can at this point, and we really want to thank you for joining us here on Rio Grande Valley Radio. Here's the dance squad again, another dance coming up. All right, so again, we've got a lot of good things going on in Socorro, but we want to really focus on trying to get more local business support and more advocacy for those who've really got a stake in the game. And we want to also, Lace might not know it, but if you're listening to Rio Grande Valley Radio, I'm going to tell you a little secret. You can actually get drive-through coffee there. They have a drive-through for coffee at Le Suave Cafe, so might go check that out here. All right, but Rio Grande Valley Radio, we're continuing. And like I said, with your support, we really do need more sponsors to run this. We've got a lot of people all the time that call us, contact us, ask us if we're going to be doing the games, covering the games. But we have a considerable amount of expenses to do this, bring this to you, and we really enjoy it. But to give you the best experience and to give the Warriors the best exposure, we really need more sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor with us, we're going to be here. We're going to be doing 2021, the football season. If that's your season, we're going to be starting that campaign in March. for season. What we're looking for is people to sponsor the whole season, and a group of people that way we're not constantly going out and trying to get sponsors, and some of that money will go back to supporting Socorro Warrior athletics and the different ways that we can support them here at Rio Grande Valley Radio. Like Payson Hicks, the video exposure helps our students with scouts and getting noticed and getting recognized, and now that we're on National Federated High School Network, that's going to help out too. So we really look for that. I've got a little bit of learning curve on things. I'm certain right now, like I said, we're going on 2 different platforms here at the moment, and it's really doing well right now. I'm real happy with that. So if you'd like to sponsor Rio Grande Valley Radio, if you're a fan of Socorro Warriors, and let's say you're a parent that can't come to the game, or maybe you just can't make it out to the games, but you want us to cover more away games, more home games, you want to see more Socorro Warriors, maybe even Berlin Eagles, maybe even Magdalena Steers, we need to be able to reward people to come and do the reporting for us and do the great coverage like we have with Kenny G and the Big P Bear and the ref, and involve our community more. And we can do that with your support. You can get a hold of us. Our Socorro studio here in Socorro is 575-835-2382. That again is 575-835-2382. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting together 30-second ads for like Cheryl's Western Wear, one of our sponsors here on Rio Grande Valley Radio. I've got to put together a 30-second ad for her. You'll see something like this. Let me put this up here just a second. And here's Jackson Ranch Steakhouse. Now, Jackson Ranch Steakhouse is one of our sponsors the prior season. This is a man that really pays attention to detail. When you go into this restaurant, I want you to know every detail has been thought about by Mr. Thomas Jackson, executive chef there at Jackson Ranch. Everything from the dining, the decor, the stagecoach, the Western cowboy music that you'll hear that you won't hear on a country radio station. We're talking Dave Stamey. We're talking Chris Ledoux. We're talking the rodeo and the cowboy and the Western music that he has there. He has his champion chuck wagon, and just a really, really great restaurant. A lot of details tonight. Salmon is fantastic.
Trailer off the trailer, just passing through. Jackson Ranch Steakhouse should be on your trail map. A full chuck wagon from starters to desserts. Delicious succulent ribeye that's got the whole town talking. 12-hour slow roasted beef brisket with their own special rub. Or wrangle yourself up the ultimate smokehouse burger, topped with a fried egg from the hen house. Jackson Ranch Steakhouse also has great desserts like the moist and delicious Tres Leche Cake. At 1123 Frontage Road, which should be on your trail map. 575-838-5225. Jackson Ranch Steakhouse, Socorro, New Mexico.
Good friends, good food, and good times. That's Yo Mama's, the perfect combination of upscale and casual food, whether you're just grabbing a bite with coworkers or dining out with family and friends. Eat happy at Yo Mama's, located at 913 North California Street, Socorro, New Mexico. 575-838-3962. Open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sundays, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Remember Yo Mamas and eat happy the next time you're in Socorro.
Okay, welcome back here. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We're counting down. Well, I'll also remind you that tomorrow at the flea market out there, just off 6th Street here in Socorro, New Mexico, you can catch breakfast burrito and more. Robert Gonzalez, he'll be out there, and you can catch him for a great breakfast burrito. He's got some great little French toast, little finger French toast that he has that are really delicious, as well as a good cup of hot chocolate if you want to get out there to the flea market and warm up. Again, we're going to expect temperatures tomorrow in the 50s. The weekend's going to be really warm in the mid-50s here in Rio Grande Valley, so it should be a really nice day. Get out there to Mi Jacalito or La Pasadita, or you can even get a haircut over there at that barbershop with Adam and Michelle Paz. Great little barbershop right off Wear. We have Cheryl's Western Wear, who's got some great Western attire from boots to hat. Cheryl's Western Wear on Winkler and California Street is where it's at, and be sure to get over there and see Cheryl at Cheryl's Western Wear if you're here in the rodeo, and get over there, and again, for boots to hat. We do Blue Monday grass on Monday. We feature bluegrass and newgrass, Sam Bush, the Bill Monroe, Flats and Scruggs, the Grascals, all the great bluegrass. Of course, Hazel Dix, Alice Gerard as well. Dolly Parton even's got some really good bluegrass in there too. So if you join us Monday morning starting at 7 a.m., we'll have about 2 hours of great bluegrass music and more local ruckus and events here with Rio Grande Valley Radio. We just got through hosting the AAUW's trivia night over there at Bodega, and that was really, really well attended. They did really, really good at that event, but get a hold of us. We can do a lot for you. And again, remember, sponsors, let them know that you heard it on Rio Grande Valley Radio, and their advertising dollar is well spent. We have 40 seconds left to go here. Kenny G is coming back to the mic, so I'm going to hand this over to him as soon as he settles in. I think he settled in.
Hey, welcome back, Warrior fans. Here we are, about 30 seconds left before the start of the second half. Again, a tie ball game here, 20-20. And just talked with a little bit of Coach Herron there from the baseball program, and he went down and checked on Duda Jackson, said he seems to be all right, and we should be seeing him back in the ball game. So good to know that the injuries aren't really affecting either of these. I know the Indians are already out on the court. They're going to start with the ball. Waiting on the buzzer here. We're down. NFL. Being guarded by Jordan Armijo. And then back to Garcia brothers, I'm not sure, but passing back and forth, go back underneath. No good there. And that's going to be number 3, Quinteros. Quinteros going to go, and he's going to get a little 6-footer there, go in for 2. Now 22-20, 7:30 left in the third period. Francia bringing it down for the Warriors. Gets it over, looks to McDaniel, and stolen away, and that's going to be a breakaway, easy layup for Quintero. Quintero starts off with a hot hand, picking up 4 quick points. 24-20. McDaniel now gets it over to Armijo. Armijo back to Francia. Francia going to dribble right past. Look into Armijo. Armijo goes over to Hicks. Hicks is going to go for a drive and then kicks it back. Then kicks it over to McDaniel. McDaniel's going to go to the left side, finds Martinez. Martinez going to go for the 3. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebound by the Indians. That'll be Quinteros with the ball. Kicks it over to Davila, then to Anaya. Back underneath to Quinteros. Quinteros well guarded by Martinez, and they leave Garcia wide open. He misses the 3. Get it over to Anaya. Anaya dribbles between the legs, going for a move behind the back. And that's a nice block by Francia. So he just takes it right out of his hands. Gets it over to McDaniel on the far court. McDaniel going to bring it back and reset the Warrior offense. Goes back to Francia. Francia looks at 3, nothing. Goes back to McDaniel. McDaniel going for a 3-point shot. Nothing there. And it was a fight for the ball, and they're going to call out of bounds on the Indians there, so that'll be Warrior ball underneath their own basket. Rosas now coming in for Francia. Rosas back into the ball game here. Martinez be bringing it inbounds. Martinez trying to find an open player. Finally then makes a bad pass, and it's going to be picked up by the Indians. Davila going to go with the ball, guarded by Hicks. Hicks does a good job, but Davila able to go over the top and in the hole for 2. Now 26-20, 6-point lead by the Indians. 5:40 left in the third period. Here goes McDaniel. McDaniel goes up, misses the layup on the left side. It looked like that went off the foot there, but the official didn't pick that one up. It was definitely knocked out of the hands of Davila by McDaniel and goes out of bounds, turned over back to the Indians. Quintero is now bringing it down for the Indians. Gets it to Davila. Davila looks to drive. Nothing there. Tries to go to Quinteros. Goes off his hand and out of bounds. Turnover to Socorro. Socorro's got to come down and start doing something here, Paul.
That's for sure, Kenny. Slow start here in this second half, and 6-0 run so far for the Indians.
That little official timeout as Naya's having to tie his shoes there real quick. Inbounds to Rosas. Rosas is going to be bringing it down court for Socorro. Rosas gets it across the timeline, looks out to McDaniel on the left. Hicks tries to set up a screen, nothing there. Gets it over to Armijo. Armijo back to McDaniel. McDaniel's going to try to drive down the left side, nothing there. Hicks is going to go for a three, nothing there. Rebound by Rosas. Rosas goes up strong and going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Now going to be on number 5, Jariah Garcia.
So we'll see Kenny now, his wrist, checking out his wrist here.
Yeah. Now. So a good little jump shot there by Davila. 4:38, 20 in favor of the Indians. For the Warriors. Goes to Martinez. Martinez goes, bottoms up and almost comes down with that rebound. Rosas comes flying out from the free throw. Almost gets the handle on that. Just a court press. Across the timeline, Quinteros set up an offense here. Finds a hold of the lane. Missed as Davila kind of. So now we're going to see the ball game, and we're going to see Marcus Armijo come in for McDaniel and McDaniel now. The Warriors as they go down by 9, 4:06 left. Davila to shoot round one here. And he finds the bottom of the net there to finish that old-fashioned three. 21-30. Now gets it over to young Marquez. Marquez 5, and he's going to go up strong with a shot, and he's going to be fouled. That'll put him at the and that'll be on number 5. And we're going to see him and Dominguez come back in. Checked in quite yet, and had to hustle back to the sideline there. The official didn't quite call him in. Fouls for the Warriors here. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Oh, so we got some nice. So Walmart, and here go our Warriors. 23-31. Russell will knock down a couple. And here goes Quinteros for a three by Jackson as he out dumps Davila there. Roll. Somebody flushes the toilet there, gets that ball to go in.
The toilet bowl.
And here goes a long shot again, going to go off the top of the system down. Bars that hold the backboard in place, Paul, so that they're trying point play. He's about 8 to 10 feet away from that 3-point line, so.
Yeah, he's trying them long shots.
Rosas now with the ball, tries to go underneath, and we're going to get a kick there, so we'll go right back to the Warriors. He tried to get a little bounce pass into Jackson, but good Indians lead 31-25. Warriors need to really step up here, as this is an important game and could be a good deciding factor in district play. Armijo, the ball gets it back to Rosas. Rosas is looking for a three, and he's going to drive to the hole, and Hicks going to get the rebound, and Hicks going to put it in for two. 27-31, cuts that down to 4. 2:55 left in the third period. Stolen away there by Jackson. Jackson going to quickly look down and goes across court to Marcus. Armijo goes for a three. No good. Rebound by Rosas. Rosas puts it in for two. And now down 29-31, and we're going to get a timeout by the Indians as the Warriors go on a quick little run here, Paul.
That was a good run, Kenny. Good aggression by the Warriors, and they came up and they got some good plays, good rebounding, and so very good, exciting play there. All right, Kenny, so we'll go ahead and do some recognize our sponsors here for tonight. We got Sweet.
The shot, rebound by Garcia. Garcia's going to get Dominguez going to go around the left side. Dominguez going back and forth trying to find an opening. Finds Anaya. Anaya with another long three, and he comes up short. Rebound by Marcus Armijo. Marcus Armijo bringing it down, gets it across the timeline, and he gets trapped in the corner. And Coach Marcus calls a timeout before it's stolen away. So there. So 2:10 now left in the third period. Warriors down by 2, 29-31. We're in some great basketball right here at Warrior Gymnasium, Socorro High School. Again, a big district game, Paul.
Yes, sir, and they're playing hard, and they're playing with some heart here in the second half there, Kenny, and hopefully we can just keep the momentum going, and maybe we can get a good run here.
Right, right now the Indians standing in first place in district at 2-0. Right now the only undefeated team in the district at the 2-0 there. They took out the number one ranked Hot Springs Tigers. So, and the Warriors lost 55-31 on Tuesday against Hot Springs. So Warriors looking to put on a good show here tonight. Finally try to go into Jackson. Jackson loses it, but Rosas right there. Johnny on the spot, gets it over to Marcus. He's going to get fouled. It looks like he walked there. Hate to call stuff on our own Warriors there, but I saw a little bit of a walk. And we're going to get a push, and it looks like he's going to get called on the shot.
All right, Kenny, so they got a break on a walk.
Rosas quickly. Rosas almost loses the handle, but keeps it. And gets it back to Garcia in the corner, back to Rosas. Rosas almost had an open three there, but he's going to drive to the hole. No good on this shot. And we're going to get a jump ball as Jordan Armijo is able to tie up there with Anaya. Possession arrow in favor of Socorro.
So feisty basketball playing right here. They're Kenny here
sir.
the last couple minutes.
They get it into Jackson. Jackson jumps up over everybody, and he's going to go up and get fouled, and that's going to be a foul on Quinteros there.
That's what we got to do. Kenny's get in the paint and start drawing those fouls and maybe try to get a couple of buckets, maybe some three-point plays here.
Right, well, and that's the whole thing there, Paul, is, we're cold from three-point line, starting to stay underneath.
We've been rebounding pretty good there, Kenny, so let's keep it going.
And Jackson misses that first one again. Now we got McDaniel coming in for Jordan Armijo. And that's going to be the second foul on Quinteros. And Jackson able to nail that second one there. Into Dominguez. Dominguez going to go down the left side. And that's going to be knocked away by Rosas, but ends up in the hands of Quinteros. And we're going to get a timeout call here by the Cobre head coach, and we'll get a word from our sponsors there, Paul.
Okay, we'd like to thank Sweet Occasions, APO Express, La Pasarita, That Barbershop, Charles Western Wear, Mija and the Swag Hag.
So here we are, third period action, 32.8 seconds left on the clock here. 31-35 in favor of Cobre. Cobre with a 4-point lead. It's been kind of a cold spell for both teams there, Paul, and we had a couple of missed free throws there that could have put the game a little closer, but hopefully our Warriors can pick it up from there and get back into this ballgame. Period 31-35, and I'd like to thank everybody that's tuning into the game here, either NFHS Network or also on Facebook. Great coaching legend. I know he's watching the game. I set him up with that today, and that's my uncle, Connie Gonzalez, longtime Warrior basketball head coach here in Socorro, and I'm sure my dad, Tom, he's watching at home also. Warriors pushing it down court. Gets it to Jackson. But it comes out from underneath. 2 seconds left. But here comes Dominguez. He's going to bring it across the timeline for the Indians. And a long shot by Quinteros. And Quinteros nails a three. So a long shot there to give them a 5-point lead going into the final quarter, 33-38 in favor of the Indians.
I didn't think he was going to take the shot, but he decided and paid off for them.
Falling back, Rosas in his face, and he didn't fold under the pressure, and he just knocked it down there, Paul.
Yes, sir, that's for sure. So it would have been a 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and so now a 5-point lead for the Cobre Indians.
Again, right now, very important game, important fourth quarter going to happen right here. We hope the Warriors can get a quick run and get back into this and be able to take a lead here quickly and be able to finish off strong because, like I said, Indians sitting at 2-0, and this would put the Warriors get a win. And that's Garcia, number 23. He's able to get it. Jackson able to finally come away with the rebound. He's going to try to go down court to Rosas, intercepted by Dominguez. Dominguez is going to go down court, and Russ is going to trip and fall. He tries to still, a bad pass, going to go between the hands of a couple of Indians and go out of bounds. Chris Gutierrez gets it into McDaniel. McDaniel's going to go down to the right side with it. McDaniel's going to drive to the hole, finds Rosas. Rosas looking for a three. He's no good. Rebound by Hicks. Hicks is going to fight, nothing there. Takes it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sets up for a three. No good. Knocked out of hands, but recovered, and we're going to get foul. And that's going to be Rosas called with a foul as he fouls number 2, Wilson. That's only the 13th foul for the Warriors, so that'll be taken out at side court. Dominguez with the ball. Warriors in a little man-to-man. Quinteros ends up with the ball, being guarded by Gutierrez. And Garcia now with the ball. looking to get it to Dominguez. Dominguez going to look for the drive, nothing there. Warriors doing a good job on their man-to-man. Hicks now on Dominguez. Good move by Dominguez. Tries to go underneath, but Gutierrez is able to tip that away and keep it out of the hands of Wilson, who has 6:40 left in the ball game. 5-point lead for the Indians. Rosas now on Quinteros. Rosas able to knock it away and knock it through the hands. Goes between the legs and gets it across the timeline. Rosas takes it over to him, but saved by McDaniel. McDaniel corner, but he's able to dribble through it, and he loses the handle and stolen away by Dominguez, and here goes Quinteros on a fast break. Jackson able to steal it out of his hand and keep him from shooting. Knocks it out of bounds, so great stop by Jackson and good hustle there, but Coach Marquez not happy with that play down there on our end of the court, Paul.
No, that
33-38. 6:23. Inbounds pass. We're going to get a foul here. I think it's going to be a little bit of a pushing foul. That's going to be called on Rosas. Rosas a little surprised by that call. I thought it was going to go against Jackson. That's only his second foul, though, fourth team foul. Rebound, and he puts it in for two on a little turnaround jumper. Here goes Jackson, quickly bringing it down for Socorro. Jackson looking to drive up to the hole, and he goes up with the left-handed layup, and he's going to get the and one and go to the line.
talking about that, Kenny. You need to get down in the try to get that. And so you need to make these free throws or free throw at this point right now.
So a little bit of John going on there, and between Quinteros and Jackson. And the officials right on top of that one. 5:55 left in the ball game, 35-40. Jackson makes it, cuts it down to 4. Indians quickly get it into Dominguez, then back to Garcia. Garcia goes down to the fleeting Dominguez there. Garcia, as the Warriors were able to crack down on some defense there, and Big Daniel's going to get called with a reach. That'll be the 5th team foul, 3rd foul on McDaniel. Garcia gets it into Dominguez. Dominguez being guarded by Jackson. Got him in the corner. Now it goes to Garcia. Garcia finds an open lane, and he's going to drive to the hole, and he's going to miss a shot hard off the glass. And Jackson's going to throw one out of bounds. And here goes Quinteros with the ball. Quinteros with it. And Rosas is going to knock it out of bounds, and it's going to go off the hands. And it's going to be turned over to the Warriors. Jackson now with the ball. He's going to try to drive up the left side, go up underneath, and he's going to score for 2 more. Now 38-40, 5:15 left in the ball game. 2-point lead for the Indians. Warriors in a full court press. They finally get it across court to Dominguez. Anaya. Anaya with some fancy dribbling, going to look for 3, but Gutierrez right on top of him has to get it back to Dominguez. Dominguez is going to drive to the hole with a 15-footer, no good. Off the backboard, rebound by Rosas. Takes it down to McDaniel. Coach Marquez calling for him to kind of slow it down just a little bit. Jackson going to drive to the hole, and he's going to be fouled by Garcia, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So a little good sportsmanship there as Jackson goes to help Garcia off the floor. So, you know, some good sportsmanship going on the floor tonight, and some good basketball. You know, I know nobody's ever happy. .44 left in the ball game. Jackson getting ready to shoot that second shot. Jackson with a good roll, nothing but net. Now tie ball game at 40. Quick break here, goes down to able to get it to Garcia. Garcia goes for three, no good. Rebound by Davila to Dominguez, who goes for another three, in and out, no good. Rebound by McDaniel. McDaniel is going to get it stolen away by Garcia. Garcia is going to quickly push it down, and Jackson knocks it away and gets the steal. And here goes Jackson with a hard layup, and he's going to go in and get two and take the lead for the ball game. Three, but quickly guarded. Now here comes Davila, who's going to come with a turnaround, and we're going to get a foul by Jackson. Jackson was going to looking for that jump ball call there as he had all ball, but that's going to be the 17th foul, and that'll put Davila to the line.
And catches ball game, guys.
So they called only the 16th foul, so no free throws. They get it in to Garcia. Garcia with a little turnaround hook, no good, and we're going to get a foul here. Rosas is going to be called with a foul, and that will make the 17th foul and put him at the line for that 1-and-1. Both teams now in the bonus, both with 17 fouls. 3 minutes left in the ball game, 42-40. That'll be Jariah Garcia at the line, and he knocks down that first one. And a good shot there. So now 42-40 as Garcia makes both free throws to tie it up. 2:55. Jackson slowing down the legs, and here we go. Jackson looking for an open spot. Doesn't have nothing, gets it to Hicks. Hicks is going to look for that drive. Hicks loses the handle, and we're going to get a timeout by Marquez right as he's losing the ball. Nobody's ever happy when that whistle blows.
No, not in a tight game like this. I mean, it's a lot on the line for both teams, so a little bit of excitement going on here in the Warrior fans here tonight.
So again, both teams in the bonus, both with 17 fouls. So any foul that's not in the shooting will result in a 1-and-1. But we've got 2:41 left in the ball game, 42-42. This right here again. Socorro at 1-1, Hot Springs at 1-1, Hatch Valley at 0-2. Hatch updates from them, but I know they're also live on the NFHS network there in Hatch. Hicks bringing it in for Socorro. And he's looking, he gets it into Rosas finally. Getting close to that 5-second call, had me a little nervous. Rosas gets trapped in the corner, but able to get it to Hicks. Jackson being guarded by Garcia, and he's going to go up, and he passes underneath the Hicks, and Hicks goes in for two. Nice, strong move by Hicks there, right over Anaya. 2:18 left in the ball game. Warriors lead by 2. Full court pressure by the Warriors. Garcia guarding Dominguez. And he's able to get that first one in. He'll get these 2 shots, and then they get the ball back. So a chance for a 4-point run here, maybe even a 5. And nothing but net on that one. Now 46-44, 1:54 left in the ball game.
Tight ball game like this, Kenny, with things on the line, you get a little emotional.
Man-to-man for the Warriors. They get it into bounds to Anaya. Anaya looking, being guarded by Jordan Armijo, and he's going to get taken over, and it's going to go to Davila. Davila kicks it back out to Dominguez. Dominguez is going to try to drive to the right side. Then he's going to go kick it to Garcia. Garcia trying to drive, being guarded by Hicks. Garcia going to slow it down for the Indians. Then goes underneath to... oh, and a missed shot by Davila. Rebound by Rosas. Jackson with the ball. Jackson going to slowly try and bring it down court. Jackson goes from his left to his right. Looking to make a move on Garcia. Jackson looking for the move. Jackson goes back to Rosas. Rosas going to drive to the hole, then kicks it back to Hicks. Warriors taking their time, down to a minute 5. Hicks goes underneath, then kicks it back to McDaniel, to Rosas. Rosas loses the handle as Dominguez gets the steal and goes up for the layup and in for 2. 4-point lead for the Indians, 55 seconds left. Armijo gets it over to Rosas. Rosas had to hustle to get to that one. Rosas going to fire up a 3. No good. Rebound by Anaya. .48.
Yeah, 41 seconds left, Kenny. Down 4.
I know Coach Mark is talking to him about that player control technical foul that they called on him. And we saw that happen earlier. And Anaya misses one, but he missed one underneath the basket earlier. And I saw that with Davila as he used his arm to control Rosas. He missed the shot, but I think the official kind of told him, you can't see it all. Anaya knocks that one down, giving him a 5-point lead, 41.2 seconds, 44-49. Jackson bringing it in for Socorro, gets it to Armijo. Armijo's going to dribble around to the right side, and he's going to be tripped up, and we're going to get a foul, I think, on Dominguez. And that is a blocking foul on Dominguez. And that'll put Armijo at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That's the fourth foul on Dominguez. 38.1 seconds left in the ball game. Need these 2 shots, Paul.
Yes, sir.
And Armijo, nothing but money on that first one. Armijo. Good thing that wasn't on Jackson, because that would put him out of the ball game.
Yeah, it would have been number 5 on Jackson.
28 seconds left, and Davila goes to the free throw line to shoot. It looks like 2 shots, as that was the 10th team foul. 45. And a little bank there, Paul. Bank bouncing around the rim and finally goes in for him now, 45-50. And now 51, 6-point lead, 28 seconds left. Get it into Rosas. Rosas gets it over to Hicks in the corner. Rosas going to go for a long 3. And Rosas able to knock down a 3 and put us within 3 now, 48-51. 21 seconds left, three-point lead for the Indians, 48-51. Quite a ball game here. And we'll get a quick word here from the sponsors, and that's Sweet Occasions there. Hicks on Davila, Rosas on Garcia. And they're going to go way down court, and Rosas almost comes away with a steal. And we're going to get a foul, and that's going to be on McDaniel, on Garcia, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that was a little bit of a hard foul. Garcia came down hard on the ground, but that tough young kid, and he's played well tonight, Paul.
Yeah, that's for sure, Kenny. A lot of physical contact tonight, physical ball game on both sides, and just very, very aggressive basketball tonight.
18 seconds left in the ball game, and Garcia misses that first one. Quintero's coming into the ball game. He's coming in for Anaya, and Quinteros is showing his effort on defense, so definitely that's why they're bringing him in. Anaya, their 3-point shooter. Here's the second shot. And he gets that second one. And we're going to get a whistle here. So we're going to get a call here. 2 officials are going to discuss something. And that's going to be a pushing foul called against Xavier Rosas. Jackson was looking for a foul there as they ran right into his face, but I think it was just a clean steal. The contact was incidental, but hate to see that happen there, Paul. 48-52. 12.5 seconds left in the ball game. Officials kind of discussing what's going to happen here. And he'll be shooting 2. And Garcia able to make that first one there. Now 53-48, 5-point lead for the Indians. And he makes the second one, now a 6-point lead. Warriors got to push it down quickly. They get it down to Rosas. Rosas loses it. Garcia's going to hold on to it, and the Warriors just going to let it kind of close out. Hicks makes an interception, throws one to Rosas. Rosas fires up a long three and shoots an air ball. That'll be the ball game. Warriors lose 48-54. So a great ball game here tonight, and it's nice to see the players go ahead and get those handshakes and keep moving on. And Cobre now moves to 3-0.
The district locked up, so it's been a long, tough road for the Warriors. But the way they played tonight, they played really aggressive, and unfortunately, some Cobre.
Again, and it'll be an opportunity for the Warriors if they can win out, Paul, and still get good seeding in the tournament play and not have to work from the bottom all the way up. Again, we'd have to hope for some losses to happen there with Cobre and Hot Springs, and Warriors be able to come back and win all three. So there's still the opportunity, the way the Warriors played tonight, kind of just need to work on a few of those mistakes that they had, because they came out on fire early. Momentum there in the second quarter and gave Cobre a chance to get back into the ball game.
Yeah, that's for sure, Kenny. And we looked like we had a pretty tight ball game there towards the end, like 2 minutes left, and I think we were up by 2, and we just let it slip away a little bit there, Kenny, and just like you said, just lost momentum.
Right, and always, with basketball, when you see a score at the end of the game, whether it's 6 points, 8 points, 10 points, that's usually because the team, maybe that 2-point play there that you're talking about, we were down by 3 right there before they finally went up by 6. But Warriors were right there, Paul, and then you have to get into that position where you have to foul, and that puts them at the charity stripe, and you're hoping that they won't make them. But these guys were solid at the line tonight, and the technical foul, that kind of hurt and gave them, a good 2 points there. And then they were able to capitalize because they brought it inbounds and scored another 2. So, a 4-point run right there.
Yeah, that's for sure, Kenny. And unfortunately, we came out with the loss tonight. But there's always recovery there, Kenny, and we're always going to come out and play hard. And our next district game, we just got to come out and just come out firing.
No, and that's for sure, and hopefully the Warriors just continue to playing hard and keep working hard, and Coach Mark is able to turn it around for these next 3 games and get us into the district tournament. And it's going to be a matter of finishing high in that district tournament if we wanted to get into the playoffs, as right now we're sitting in the coaches poll at number 15, Cobre at number 7, and Hot Springs at number 1. And I think we're going to see this next week Cobre move up again in the rankings, and I think the Warriors will move up because they've played 2 tough teams and they were able to kind of fight in there, and I know in Hot Springs it was a close game there for a while, and that fourth quarter seems to be where our downfall, and we just got to find our legs in the fourth quarter to continue playing. I'll give a shout out to my uncle Connie Gonzalez, my dad Tommy. Thanks for listening tonight, and for everybody else that was listening. I'm not able to basketball so fast, I'm not able to get on my phone and text whoever's out there listening, but again, thanks for doing it. We're here, NFHS Network, Rio Grande Valley Radio on Facebook Live, and thanks again to Reese for being able to produce this, and thanks to our sponsors, Sweet Occasions, APO Express, La Pasadita, That Barbershop, Cheryl's Western Wear, Mija Calito, and a Swag Hag. This is Kenny G signing off for tonight with the Big P Bear. Go Warriors!
Go Warriors!